Hi, I'm Bob Rothbard. I'm an optometrist. I'm at Rancho Cucamonga Optometric Center. This has been my practice for 30 years, and I've actually been practicing for 38. I'm really proud to be able to say that I've published this book, Looking Good, My Passion for Optometry and the Lives I've Changed. There's a lot of information here. I am super excited about it. Some of it deals with eye disease, but some of it, and most importantly, deals with functional optometry. And we're going to be getting into that. One of the main things I want to say about this book is that we have about 35 cases that I find are really interesting. I find the fact that we're able to deal with these and really, in some cases, save lives. I had a patient, for example, who had blurred vision in both eyes and actually had headaches. Well, who doesn't come to an optometrist with this, except for the fact that one of her optic nerves was blurred, the visual field was defective in both eyes, immediately referred it to her optometry and neurology, and sure enough, there was something there. It was an aneurysm. Fortunately, they did surgery on it immediately, and they were able to save their life, especially what was neat is that, or not neat, it ruptured on the operating table. But with that being there, they were able to save the life of this patient, and she has been back here for the last 6 years. There's another case that we've dealt with where the person was a tennis player, 55 years old, had good vision far away, not so good at near, which is typical. It's called presbyopia. When we prescribed him multifocal contact lenses, his friends were amazed at how much improved his tennis play was. And his attribution was the fact that he was now able to see the spin on the ball and be able to see where he was, and the ball was actually going. Another patient, which is really interesting, this is a friend. I was in the Bronx and I get a call from a friend of my sister. I thought it was just a Merry Christmas call. In actuality, it was a call about her daughter. She had seen a post that I had done on Facebook regarding a patient with keratoconus. She said her daughter had this and what were we to do? I told her that there was a new procedure. She's about 29, 30 years old, which for keratoconus called corneal cross-linking, which is a really neat procedure. And what it does is it keeps the cornea from deteriorating further, and that's the reason that people start to have blurred vision. Even with glasses, it can't be corrected, and eventually, even with contacts, it can't be corrected, and sometimes you need to go all the way to a corneal transplant. So far, everything's worked out well. What was neat about this is that she had found out about this through social media, which I just want to bring up briefly. We are all over the place on that. My YouTube channel regarding optometry has 138 videos on various conditions that we see in the office here, and some of them I have actually videoed the patient, of course, with their approval. Everything from dry eye to individuals who've had lazy eye, to this individual who actually had the aneurysm. God, what a profession to be able to depict on video and share with my patients. So this is really neat. The book also goes into various advances that have been made in cataract surgery, glaucoma surgery, which neither one of which I'm an expert at by any, in fact, that's more ophthalmology. But the area that I'm most keen on, most excited about that deals with optometry is binocular vision, and particularly how it applies to heavy users of digital screen. For example, people look at computers, people desktop, laptop, people who actually look at their phones, or individuals who are actually looking at their notebooks. But the biggest thing, and a niche not being dealt with, which is getting more huge, which is one of the fastest growing sports that there is, and that is esports and the gamers that participate in them. The amount of time they spend on the screen under stressful situations is huge. And even though the only thing they know about dealing with this visually is what to do about blue light, but there is so much more. We're interested when we do the examination on these individuals, what the correction they need for distance, but also, is there a different correction for near? Make no mistake about it. You can be 10 or 12 years old, 14 years old, and still need a different prescription for reading or close-up than for distance. We're interested also in how well the eyes work together, because just because the eyes work together and team together at distance doesn't mean they work well together at near, or vice versa. We're also interested in that realm of possibly performing vision training. We're also interested in a lot of these kids because they have dry eye. Well, heck, they don't blink, for one thing. So there are various drops that we can discuss with the patients of what to use. There's also vitamins that help to protect the eyes from all the possible blue light coming off the screen. And that is almost the same formulary that we give to older patients who have macular degeneration. The vitamins contain lutein and zeaxanthin, but what's really neat about these vitamins with these kids, as far as esports, it speeds up the signal. Research shows it speeds up the signal between the eye and the brain so the individual is able to perform better. So these are all items that we're really interested in working with the kids with esports. But I tell you, I've been really excited. I got some neat reviews from the College of Optometry in the local area here. I've been able to share this with my patients, and also what's important is the fact that I'm able to document a lot of this and discuss this, as I said before, through various social media. Those social media points are discussed in the book here. This book is self-published on Amazon and can be gotten through either the paperback or actually electronic Kindle, etc. on that. There is a link on this video where you can actually where you can go directly to Amazon to see if you want to purchase the book or not. We're not just doing a commercial for the book. It's my excitement for the whole field in doing this. And I've always wanted to do this. Like I said, there is also so much more that's going to be developed throughout the field. Years ago, regarding ophthalmology, macular degeneration was terrible. I mean, you're basically going to lose your vision, especially if it was wet and there was bleeding. Now there's medication in the form of injection that can help to make the individual's eyes actually better instead of having them actually get worse. Like I said, there's so much involved in the different types of lenses we're going to describe in this book, the different types of contact lenses that we describe in the book, and there's just a whole chock full of information in here. I can go on forever, but I'm going to end the video here. And I want to really thank you guys for everything. And one last thing, this book is really written for optometry students, those interested in entering optometry school, and optometrists themselves, but just as importantly, for the lay public, because they're going to find out what optometry really has to offer. And Dr. Ida Chung wrote the foreword to this book describing it, and I couldn't have written a better one than she. Thank you so much for your time.